Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video. Before I begin, we released a video earlier this week about our Coach's Corner Price Action Reading Academy site, which is an amalgamation, like a merge, of our services into one site. So no matter how you trade, an understanding of using pure price action is very, very beneficial. And all members now will get the benefit of Darko's excellent pre-market analysis videos. There's a link to that Price Action Reading Academy video in the text below this video or in the email that you received. And by the way, just so you know, I've added a video to the new service showing how to take on longer term trades with much smaller pip risk, which is just ideal for smaller account sizes. So you'll have access to that as well. Now, about this video, it has just golden information and education on trading. So I really hope you can watch the whole video. Here's the thing. We can teach anyone how we trade. Okay, that's not that difficult. But the fact is, learning setups isn't enough, and that's because trading is mostly psychological. And there's just no substitute for time at the controls. Okay, this one video has some great lessons in it. Okay, so I'll play what Darko had to say in his PMA, and then I'll come on after that and cover the aftermath. And of course, if you like this video, I really do hope you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button, and be sure to subscribe by clicking the button in the lower right corner of the video. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at the trade, and we'll first hear what Darko had to say.
Aussie dollar, we are about to get filled. Let's see how things goes. And many people, thinks it's like super scary. Typing in the chat room before, like, hey, oh no, this looks very bearish. No, this looks very scary. Oh no, I'm waiting for an extra confirmation. Sure, if that's within your game plan, do it. But in order to get you filled in here, when price is in here, price needs to get down to get you filled, because price cannot go up, get you filled, and then just it's not possible. Technically, because your order is in here and price is in here, price needs to come down in order to get you filled. And most struggling trader, those who are like, they have emotions all over the place, they cannot stand this is dropping heavily into their entry, because they think that price will be doing this, and price could very well do this, and then you are kicking yourself. Oh geez, if I only waited for that extra confirmation that I was waiting for, and now this coach just said, you know what, no, it's everything is good, and then this happens. And then the next time you wait for confirmation, an extra confirmation, price hits that level perfectly and do this, and then now you are kicking yourself because you didn't take this as a pending order. So regardless how you do it, you will just what I'm trying to say, long story short, is have a game plan. Like, are you nervous? Why are you nervous? Do you don't trust the system? Well, find another system. So what is preventing you from trusting what you are doing? Obviously, you need screen time. Okay, I'm having 30,000 hours for the past 15 years, because I'm spending all awakening, like the first 12 years. Every awakening minute was in front of my charts. Okay, so if you have like 300 hours, you cannot compare yourself to someone who has 30,000 hours. Okay, and you have to be honest with yourself. How many hours a day are you spending time at your charts, like actively and with full focus, not only like playing around, taking every single trades, and just turning off your cell phone, isolating yourself, screenshot, journal, take notes, draw lines, studying charts, chart exercising properly. How many hours a day do you do that? Is it like 30 minutes? Is it 2 hours? And you do it properly, because you can cheat, you can like lie to yourself and lie to everyone else, but look at yourself in the mirror. Honestly, how many hours do you spend chart exercising? Okay, and I always journal my time. Okay, like if you have 100 hours or maybe 2,000 hours, that's nothing. You cannot be good at anything in life, neither trading related or non-trading related, if you do it for less than 10,000 hours. So the first 10,000 hours are only practice. You are only getting up to speed. Now after 10,000 hours, now you start talking. So until you get there, I would say follow instructions, and trust the process. And once you have put down your hours, that's it. Then it becomes a different story. So yeah, you need to work on the mindset as well, because like I said, price needs to come down in order to get you filled. And for those who are struggling, they think that the same second, preferably microsecond, you get filled, price needs to make you risk-free at that trade, like bounces up 200 pips. Nah, that's not the reality. It could happen. It has been happening a lot lately, but that's not the reality. The reality is it's horror mental game. Price is playing with you. Price do this, you're up like 20, 30, 40 pips, then you're down 20, 30 pips, and this happens, makes you nervous, coming down. Oh geez, why didn't I exit in here? And then this happens. Oh geez, oh no, I'm up again, let's do some. Oh geez, I'm down, just price. And then this happens, but by the time this happens, you are already taking a loss or a reduced win or break even, and now you're kicking yourself. Okay, so yeah, I hope this mental part that I'm putting in the PMAs, every single PMA, is putting you in the right mindset eventually 3 to 6 months from now.
Okay, so you heard Darko talking about taking this trade on. I won't go through all of the technical analysis of it all, but it's the same stuff he's been doing over and over and over again that's been so successful with the long-term trading service. Been really outstanding. Here's the daily chart, and I just want to show you this. Price was around here or so when he posted this. You can see we had not been filled. The fill was going to be down at, let me check that, about 69.95. Okay, so down into this area, down into here. Price wasn't there yet, and he talked about all the psychological aspects of this. Now let's just move this ahead, and here's where the trade got filled, right into here. Okay, and you can see, it went straight through it, right straight down here. Okay, the stop's underneath here, by the way. Next day, another day, straight down like this. So let me ask you a question. And this, by the way, this needed about 190 pip stop loss, which is, it's a long-term trade. This is not a scalp, okay? Let me ask you a question. And it'd be great to hear your answer in the comments below the video. But how would you have felt, when price was moving strongly against you, heading straight down? Psychologically, how would you feel about that? Would you have stayed in this trade, right? Would you say, you know what, this thing's, I'm just going to get out of it? Like, how would you handle it? Look what happened. Let's just move this ahead some more. I want to show you something. The next day, straight up, and actually up to just beyond where you got in. Would you get out of the trade then, after suffering several days of it being against you? Okay. What would you do? Would you leave it alone? Would you take it up for break even? Because you could have done that. Here's the thing. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want you to be honest with yourself, because how we handle these trades is a little bit different for everybody, and I just want you to think about that so that you have trade management protocols in advance. Okay, and if I move it ahead now to the current, let's move it ahead to the current situation right here. Look what's happened with it. It's starting to come all the way back up here now. This trade's now into profit, and that's the thing with these long-term trades. They can look very scary. You never know. Hey, look, some of them hit these levels and bounce straight up. And you get you filled, which is not very common, but it has happened lately. We've had a few of those. So one little trick that Darko talked about in one of his PMAs was to just assume that each trade is a loss once you get filled. Kind of write it off mentally. And then that can help you numb yourself to taking losses when they happen. So maybe, that's a little mental technique that you can use as well. But really what I wanted to, get across in this video is just the psychological part of trading. And because when this is coming straight down like this, and these blood red candles coming straight down, it's scary, right? And you think, gee, this is what you as you talked about at the beginning in his PMA, you heard him talking about, how people are getting, they can get a little bit freaked out when it starts to do this and go down, and you start to cast doubt on this whole system and the whole trading. You have to put in the time, and the thing is that it's been fast-tracked for you big time. I mean, Darko's put in the time. You just need to follow what he's doing, but learn it for yourself and start taking these trades on, or at least watching them, and you'll get really comfortable with them. after a while you'll see how well they work and how you can handle them, and so on. So there you go. Hope that was helpful. So there you go. I really do hope that you got something out of this video. Like, it's easy to look at trades in hindsight and say, what you would have done. But in real time, emotions can start to play games with you. So that's why I asked you what you would be feeling as price started to move down towards a stop and how you would have handled the trade. It'll be interesting now to watch this trade and see how it works out. And if you said that you would have stayed in it, fine, because it is starting to move positively as I'm recording this. Now you have to think about trade management. Like, when will you remove risk or at least lessen the risk? Where will you take profit? And just all that kind of thing. Okay? So thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Hope that the video was helpful. Have a great weekend. Take care.